Okay, good morning everyone. I'm Rochelle. I'm training you today. I'll be training you on identifying job opportunities. Has anyone had to do that before in any of their classes?
No, this is my first class.
Okay, then cool. Okay, so I'm just going to hand out some stuff on it, a booklet on it, so you can all have a look at it, and we can go through it together. Okay, what do you think your main things would be to identify your job opportunities?
Any help wanted signs around?
Yeah. What else would you might go and do?
Uh, Going into a place and asking if they have any open positions available?
Okay then, so help signs. So we're looking for help. Who has seen that lately on a shop window?
I did. I saw one. They wanted to fill a position at night. For 4
Yep, I
hours.
seen one at Prouds the other day. So they do actually still put them out, which is very unusual because lately I haven't seen them. But then all of a sudden, obviously, it's coming up to Christmas, so they're out there obviously because they need their staff. Okay, then. So you've identified the job that you want to do. So how do you think you come to do that? Like, did you brainstorm, or have you always had a passion to do things?
I've always enjoyed cooking, and I wanted to get a job in the cooking industry.
Okay, so you want to be a chef.
Yes.
Okay, so you've identified what job you want. What do you think you need to do now to get it?
Learn how to get the skills I need for the job.
So do you think maybe you could do maybe a Cert 2 in hospitality?
Yeah,
Okay,
sounds good.
Cert 2 in hospitality. Okay, what about maybe getting an internship at a restaurant?
I would love one, but I don't know many restaurants around here.
Okay then, so an intern. Okay, so now we've identified exactly what you want to do. We just now have to identify how to get there. So we've got to join the dots together to get to being a chef. So I honestly believe you need to go and do your Cert 2. And while you're doing your Cert 2, you then need to go and find a restaurant that may take you on as an intern. And once you have those two down pat, it then should roll on to an apprenticeship, which you'll go and do your Cert 3 at TAFE. I think they can either do it in blocks, where you work for 6 months and you go to TAFE for 3 months, or they do it every other week. I'm not too sure how they do it in chefs, but in hairdressing, they definitely do it in every other week. Okay, so we're now identified it. Now we just got to go and get it. So what do you think you would do now? Because you want that job, you want that chef. You've done your Cert 2 in hospitality, and you've done your internship, but the company that has put you on doesn't have a position. What do you think you need to go back to?
Maybe asking for any cooking positions on Facebook.
Maybe we could go to the internet, obviously Facebook. So, what about Seek?
I think Seek would have some jobs, but
What
I
about
think that
Indeed?
I looked on Indeed, but they mostly wanted people with experience already in the field, but mostly creating meals for younger students.
I personally, now I've identified the job that I want. I've done my Cert 2. I would do up an amazing resume, and I would take photos of the food that I've prepared. I would have it all done up beautifully in a portfolio, and I would start sending it by email to companies and offering your services for free for maybe a shift or two, just to get your foot in the door, because the big companies are more likely to hire you than a small company. So I would be knocking on everyone's door through that internet, because now we have that at our fingers. We can just send anything off. Years ago, you would have to go around and do the door knock. Now you can just email Perfect opportunity. Okay, so what would you like to do, Shane? Have you identified your job opportunities? No, so we actually have to go to a drawing board with this, so that's great. Okay. It's probably good that, you know, sometimes you just don't know what you want to do, and then you've really got to play around a bit. So what do you think you are good at doing? I know you like drawing. Do you think you'd like to go in and do something with drawing maybe? No?
I'd rather only have it as a hobby.
Okay, so what about computers? No? Alright, so what we'll do is we'll sit down later and we'll go through all the opportunities that jobs have and what you actually like about a position. So maybe we can go through different jobs, like, would you want to become a hairdresser? No? Why don't you want to become a hairdresser? Would you like to become a chef? Yes, I'd like to become a chef. Well, what are the reasons? Because, you know, it's really important that we do identify what we want to do, because every day of your life, for a very long time, you are at that establishment. And there's an old saying, if you can have a job that you love, you will never work a day in your life. Now, I've been very blessed in my life. My job was being a hairdresser for nearly 20 years. And every morning I got up, I got dressed and I went to work. And I didn't even feel like I was at work. I thought, wow, I'm seeing my friends today. So that was never a burden for me to get up in the mornings. Then I was lucky enough to fall into a position like this to help people try to identify their positions. And I find this rewarding as well, because sometimes people have, like yourself, have absolutely no idea what you want to do, and then we might get the sewing machine out, and you might be amazing at the sewing machine. Like, I have 3 students now that had no idea what they wanted to do. We got the sewing machine out. 2 of them are now on apprenticeships, and 1 is studying design at TAFE. So we identified what they wanted to do in class. So it is fun, and it's very important, this job, you know. So I feel very blessed again to wake up every morning and come to a job that I really enjoy. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to go through the booklet. We're going to read through the booklet, and then we're going to watch a PowerPoint that I put together. Then we're going to come back and discuss the PowerPoint. And after we do that, we're going to watch a small clip from YouTube about identifying jobs. So if I can get everyone to get their booklets out, that would be great. Okay, so maybe have to identify a strategy on how you're going to get from A to Z, okay? So that's one of the things in the booklet here. We're going to identify what training we're going to need. So we actually identified for you as a chef, we're going to do our Cert 2 in hospitality. Then we're going to hope that you get a job as an apprentice, and you're going to go on to do your Cert 3. Once you've done your Cert 3, you can then go on to your Cert 4 in training and assessing and become a trainer in chefing. Have you ever thought maybe along those lines?
No, but I have enjoyed teaching my little brother how to cook, so that might be something I'd be interested in doing.
Perfect job, honestly. Especially when you get older, you want to kind of maybe get out of the trade, but you still love the trade. Perfect opportunity to stay in the trade that way. Building a connection, building contacts. How do you think we would do that? Again, through the internet. Amazing tool. We're gonna use the community as well. So we're gonna get on there and ask the community if they know anybody that may know somebody that might be able to get you a position, because sometimes the community knows that there's a position out there that hasn't been like filled, or it hasn't been advertised. So basically, get onto the community and we'll go from there. But I'm just going to put this PowerPoint on, and then we'll come back. Thank you.
Okay.